Like control Mike Tyson so much.
Right. What's up, everybody? We're live. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Before we get into it, we'll go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way. Like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Go to Spotify, leave a 5-star, and make your bed, do the dishes, stuff like that. So yeah, just just telling Jake off air. I just watched the Mike Tyson Jake Paul weigh-ins, and I'm a little concerned for Jake Paul's safety now because I don't know who watched it, but when Mike Tyson came up, for one, I will start like Jake Paul weighed in first. I think he gained like 25 pounds for this fight. He looked pretty good. I mean, he looked like, he's, how old is Jake Paul? Like 28 or something like that?
27.
I think he's younger than that.
You know, looked like a pretty solidly built guy. Uh, then Mike Tyson comes out in a leather Iron Mike jacket and Versace briefs. And looked for a almost 60-year-old, looked pretty damn good as well. And my first thought was, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Because Mike Tyson looked pretty disconnected, I guess, or unenthusiastic while doing his weigh-ins. And then they go to do the square off for the pictures, and like Jake Paul does some sort of idiotic, like full horsey gallop up to Mike on all fours, and like pops up in his face, and Mike just immediately just like fucking open palm slapped him across the jaw. And then 20 of his guys come and break it up. And yeah, I was like, oh, maybe, or like they're pulling Mike off the stage. The guy with the microphone's like trying to get like, Mike, can we get a word? Can we get a word? And they finally get things calmed down, and Mike Tyson just wearing nothing but these Versace briefs. Just comes like all he says is like talking's over and turns around. I was like, oh shit. Like the dead-eyed look on the weigh-in wasn't him being unamused. It was the real Mike Tyson coming out. Like, I think he might end up killing Jake Paul in that ring or die trying.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You think Jake Paul wins?
I definitely didn't fucking say that. But no.
No?
It'll be a fight. It'll be a fight.
Well, then Jake Paul starts running his mouth like, man, I didn't even feel it. Mike Tyson slaps like a bitch. As it's like the side of his face is like red and swollen. And then he starts screaming like Mike Tyson's going to die.
He did like the Undertaker thing. He's like,
yeah, I was like, dude. Should be a good fight, though. Should be a lot of fun. I'm sure everybody's going to watch it tomorrow.
So say, have you ever watched the WWE?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm really hoping the whole thing's not just like staged. So, but I guess we'll see tomorrow night starting at 7. I think I saw that, at first I was like, did you get a dog? No, it's just your cat.
It's Freddy.
It's Freddy.
He's just that big.
But I think I saw they think the Tyson Paul fight should come on around 10 Eastern or 10 Central. So
Damn.
I'll have to make sure to ration my drinks so I can actually stay up for it. But my prediction is Mike Tyson knocks him out in the 3rd round.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it's fixed. I'm not, the WWE thing was a joke. But I think they probably do have at least an understanding of, hey, let's let this go at least a few.
don't kill him right away, please.
Right. And which, I understand like in MMA, like that shit was a thing. But, in boxing, I don't know exactly how often that's a thing.
Well, Mike Tyson's had like 50 something wins. I did a lot of research on Mike Tyson a couple of years ago for an Iconoblast episode that I wrote for them and was in one episode of the 2. He's got like 53 wins, I believe. And like 44 of those are knockouts. And of those 44, like 26 are in the first round. So,
Yeah.
But I think because of his age.
That was also 30
Yeah.
plus years ago.
I
Not
think,
saying he's still on that caliber, but just saying like he's not doing this for like it's not it's a real fight, but it's not a real fight.
right. I think,
So I can see him being like
What goes on his record? It's sanctioned, so
yeah, I
I
don't think he
asked,
cares.
and I don't really know if he really wants to knock him out either.
Yeah, I don't know. If what happened tonight was real, I think he probably wants to. So we'll see. I think,
what
Like
if
I
he's
said-
off the wagon?
Huh.
What if he's just like doing blow and fucking DMT prep
right.
for the fight?
He said he's been doing mushrooms during training, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's definitely not smoking weed, which that makes sense because that can, slow your shit down. Mushrooms, I don't think have that same kind of effect on you.
Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, I think third round because I think the first round, because of, at least for his side of things, probably because of his age. And he also, like, he hasn't had a fight since like or I guess he had that one with Roy Jones Jr. a couple years ago, but that was kind of a joke. His last like real fight was like 2005, I think. So I think the first round is going to be a lot of them kind of just poking around at each other, figuring things out. Going to the second round, there's going to be probably each of them getting a few good hits, but I think Mike's probably going to land a couple where Jake Paul's like, oh fuck, like like he's for real. And then probably midway to the end of the third round, Jake Paul has I've seen some of his boxing stuff. He has a habit of lowering his hands a lot, and he also shuts his eyes when he goes for big power punches. So I think he fucks up somewhere near the end of the third round after taking some pretty solid hits, and Mike's just going to lay him out. My prediction.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this fight's been on the books for a while. Don't you think he would have been training for those specific things?
maybe. We'll see. Like I said, I think the first round's going to just be them figuring each other out.
I think the first round's gonna be him trying to tire out Mike Tyson and just running around from him.
That'd be his strategy, I think. If that happens, if it goes past the third round, then I think Jake Paul probably wins by decision. I don't think he actually knocks him out any point in time, but Tyson will just be gassed and Jake will win the rest of the rounds and win by decision. So
I don't see that happening.
yeah, I mean that's just those are my two predictions.
That happening to Tyson. I think but if Jake puts in some, shit punches, like, because they had to put it off because he had a hernia in his stomach, like he gives some stomach shots and stuff like that, that could hurt him.
Yeah.
But as for endurance, I don't think Tyson will have a problem with that.
I hope not. Like I said, this is just my guess. It's my prediction on how each of them win. So we'll see. I know Jake Paul's already said he's going to fight Canelo Alvarez next. So
That's a better match.
maybe. I mean, I don't know. Canelo Alvarez is pretty fucking furious too. I watched that fight where he fucking broke that dude's eye socket.
It's just a better match, more so he's not fighting someone who's 20 years older than him.
Yeah, it'd definitely be better. He'd have to lose all that weight he gained to fight Mike Tyson. So I think
Just 20 years.
yeah.
It's a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 years.
But even with that, Tyson's been conditioning himself even well before then. So,
Oh yeah, because he was big advocate for like Trent and all that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
so-
he got fat Mike Tyson, which we all loved from The Hangover, and then I want to say it was like 2017 or something like that. He like came out of nowhere, like super in shape, training again. It was like, oh shit, like
Well, I think it was around the time that he was on Rogan.
yeah, probably right after
And then
that.
Rogan was like, "That motherfucker is terrifying."
Yeah, what do you say? He's like, it's like sitting across the table from a lion.
Yeah, and that's a big reason why I'm like, I don't feel like Tyson's gonna get gassed because I think he still has it, and especially with the things he's been doing to help him all these years, I think he's still pretty up there, even for his age.
Hmm.
I think he's pretty still fucking up there, and I mean, Paul might try to do that,
Oh no, he's gonna try to gas him, but it's gonna just gas him.
Right.
right?
Well, I mean,
Maybe,
one of
or
the
it
things
could
that
just be, I
one of the
don't know.
things that made Tyson so good back in the day wasn't only like how powerful he was. Like he had good defense, and he'd make you swing and miss and swing and miss and swing and miss until you just like had nowhere to go. Like you're just tired, and he's like, okay, now I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck Jake Paul till he loves him.
Womb, you
Okay,
are right
well,
on that point.
I was just about to say, and to go into what the womb just said.
Yeah, you are right on that point. He's probably one of the most forgiven people on the planet.
He did his time.
He did his time while he was in jail. By the way, it is very much rumored, never confirmed though, that he knocked up one of his female prison guards.
God, so there's just probably a little Mike Tyson running around, like probably huge Mike Tyson running around now.
Yeah, who knows?
Hmm.
Who knows? And then he had that one time where one of his tigers like ate a lady on his property. Didn't eat her, ripped her.
Wasn't she like illegally, like she was trespassing though?
She
right?
was. She like crawled over the fence
He's like, "That's why I have a
and
tiger."
broke into his house, and one of his tigers like ripped her arm off or some shit like
Well,
that.
that'd be like someone's fucking dog ripping
Yeah.
someone's throat.
Oh,
out.
I'm not blaming
Like,
him for it. I mean, fuck. You're breaking
Yeah.
into Mike Tyson's house. Getting your arm ripped off by a tiger might have been better for you.
She thought she was in The Hangover, and fucking she wasn't.
You're gonna go steal the tiger. That's probably what she was trying to
Before
do.
the Hangover.
Was
So-
it before The Hangover?
I think it was a little bit before the Hangover. Cause I think
Oh God, so was Hangover making fun of that?
could be. I think by the time the Hangover came out, I don't think
it
he
was
had
the fact that
tigers anymore.
I don't think that tiger was supposed to be Tyson's, though, was it?
I think it was.
Remember.
I think it was. But I think by the time the Hangover came out, Mike Tyson didn't actually have tigers. So
His tigers were afraid of him.
maybe, I don't know.
Deal with that.
I remember on Rogan he did talk about how one of his tigers like farted in his bed one time, and it was like the worst thing ever.
He slept with them.
Apparently,
Yeah, he cuddled with them.
Yeah. So Jake Paul from YouTube decided to pick a fight with a dude that used to sleep with fucking tigers. So,
I mean, to be fair, I'm sure fucking Tiger King did the same shit. So like,
oh, who knows what he did
Carol
with those.
Baskin for sure sleeps with her big cats. Like,
Who knows what those people do
you're
with
putting
those
a lot of
goddamn
weight
animals.
on that,
Yeah.
and there shouldn't be as much weight on that because there's a lot of crazy ass motherfuckers out there.
Like that lady that slept with her chimpanzee.
Ugh. I think it'll rip your face off.
I was about to say, which one do you think would be worse? I think the monkey, because the monkeys are a lot smarter than.
Yeah, I feel like the tiger, like, I mean, it's gonna suck,
As long as they're
But-
well fed.
yeah. But also, like, if it turns on you, it's gonna suck, but it'll probably be over fairly quick.
Yeah, tigers don't make their prey suffer.
Yeah, like a monkey's gonna like rip the skin off your face
monkeys just do that just because they want to.
and then like beat you to death with a rock. You know?
Wasn't it like Rogan that was saying they don't want to kill you, they just want to maim you?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But
So
I've seen enough nature nuts to know
yeah,
those little bastards.
like the one where the dude, like that monkey, came up and scalped that dude.
Yes.
Fucking,
I mean, it was like fucking nothing. Ripped his fucking scalp off. Like, and it wasn't a big monkey. Like, it was a small one too. It wasn't that big. It's like, oh my god.
So in the live chat, how do you think the fight ends tomorrow? And I guess, are you going to watch it? So, but yeah, I think it's going to be fun. The less hyped, but probably also really good fight is the one before that with the two ladies fighting. I think it's I know it's Serrano and I can't remember the other lady's name, but there was a lot of belts on the line for that one, so that should be pretty good. And it's the second time they're fighting.
This is all on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is there like a full card or is it
Yeah.
just two?
Yeah. I think
fights?
there's. I want to say there's like 7 fights.
I watched the whole thing.
Or I think Netflix is showing 4. But the whole card, there's an undercard that I don't think Netflix is showing that has like 2 or 3 fights on it. So, and that's when 7 o'clock starts the fights. And then the Tyson Paul one, they said it'll probably be around 10 Central. It just depends on how long the other ones go ahead of it. So, should be fun. But all right. Well, anyways, so that's the big news. I got my Tyson sweatshirt on today. Probably gonna wear this to work. I also have a T-shirt of that famous picture from, God, what was it? I should probably know because I bought the T-shirt. I think it's like People magazine or something, where he's like in the Versace underwear with his 2 lions.
Sounds pretty gay, my man.
Yeah. What are you gonna say? Gay for Tyson. It's a famous picture. But anyways, let's get to the questions of the week. What was it this week? Oh, things that'll ruin your day. All right. Oh.
I hope they just got vulgar with them.
Yeah. Oh. When the car starts making noises it shouldn't.
Noises that sound expensive.
Yeah.
When the what?
When the car starts making noises it shouldn't.
Oh gosh.
That will ruin your day. I told my kids when they were carving pumpkins for Halloween this year, my 8-year-old was like, "Oh, like what's a really scary design I can do?" And I was like, "A check engine light." he's like, "What?" I was like, "Never mind, kid."
You might know one day.
Yeah.
You little shit.
Mm-hmm. Stuck behind a slow driver.
I mean, that can ruin your moment, but the
I was
whole
say, like,
fucking
man, like
day.
you gotta let that go. Ruin your day. I mean, I get it. I
It
also
ruins your day.
you might need anger management classes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I hope it's one of those people in front of you that drives slower intentionally.
Oh yeah.
I'll do that to people. If I see someone like speeding up behind me and there's someone in the other lane next to me and I'm in the passing lane, I will intentionally slow down and box them in and just fucking laugh because I know
Yeah.
frustration.
I won't do that if somebody's like going fast behind me, but if I notice somebody driving like a total fucking asshole behind me, like swerving through lanes and shit, then I'll be like, yeah, have fun with this one, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the same. Kind of reminds me, I'll do the same thing. If I have like a good parking spot somewhere and somebody sees me walking to my car and then stops and is waiting for me to like get my car and back out so they'll take the parking spot, I'll just lock my car and walk back into the store.
Wow.
Or I'll get my car and start it and then just sit there for like 5 minutes until they get pissed and drive off.
Well, that's real petty.
It is. But at the same time, if somebody's that lazy, they could probably use the walk from the back of the parking lot,
That's what I don't get. Like, I do not understand the allure of like parking as close as you possibly can. Like, I'm not going to park at the very end of the parking lot, of course, but it's like, I don't need to be as close as possible. It's fine.
Oh,
It's a few feet. It might be, 8 feet more?
Right.
Oh, God
wow.
forbid.
I know people that'll like drive around the parking lot to just find the closest spot, and you burn more time doing that. Just park. Just park and walk in.
I'd rather my car doors not get dinged.
Yeah. They'll be like, spend 10 minutes. Like, oh, no. Like, oh, there's probably got to be a better spot. It's like, just park here and walk.
Like you've had the same spot like 20 times. Just fucking park there.
Yeah.
Well, that and like leaving is a lot easier too. You don't have to worry about, the grocery store. You don't have to worry about people walking behind you or whatever, trying to go into the store, go to their cars. Like, just park farther away. It's gonna be fucking way easier on you.
Mm-hmm.
and fucking walk the few extra feet. You're gonna
Yeah.
be okay.
I have zip tied. Elijah in the chat said I have zip tied grocery carts to cars that park on the line between spots. Nice. I hate that. People that park like shit piss me off.
That's pretty fucking funny.
But behind slow drivers ruining your day, like, your day, a little extreme. Also, I've said this on the show before, people that walk really slow in public places, but
Once
then
again,
like
we're at the
are
grocery store.
oblivious to the fact that they're walking slow and there's people behind them. Like, if you want to walk slow, that's fine. But recognize you walk slow and like get over, or at least like look back behind you to make sure there's not somebody behind you. Or when you get like people walking slow in a group and just take up the whole aisle, you're like, God,
What I
fuck.
can't say is like when you're in the grocery store and people just randomly just stop. It's
Yeah.
like, you stupid cow. Like, you have no situational awareness at fucking all. And I know that you're a shitty driver because of this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've almost been hit by carts in grocery stores so many times. People are just fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
God, it just pisses me off so much.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Next one. Charlie's voice. Yuck. That's mean.
Fuck.
Listen to it, you big fat cunt.
Next episode is just going to be Charlie doing what is it? ASMR. The whole episode.
You like it? I don't ruin anyone's day, and you fucking know it.
Tapping her fingernails on her microphone and just talking weird shit.
Yeah, you like this?
I shit myself today. I'm 34 years old, so that ruined my day.
Yeah, that's a day ruiner.
Yeah, that'll.
And who was it? Ruben. I think earlier, over trusting a fart can ruin your day.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I think it was Ruben. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, definitely
There you
shitting
go.
yourself.
Way to out yourself, buddy.
Definitely
He's
shitting
not
yourself.
34.
Shitting yourself in the middle of like a work day. Your day's done. Even if you get it,
I have to go.
even if you get it cleaned up, you're still just like sitting there in shame because you shit yourself. It's a rough one, for sure.
Yep.
When Charlie announces she's joining the B4 movement.
What the fuck is that?
You haven't heard
No.
about this? It's like
Oh, no.
it's like it started in Korea. They talked about it on RPR today. It started in like South Korea because like for a real reason, like women were being like, I guess their porn stuff is a little lax. So like women would be like videotaped in bathrooms and stuff. It can go on the internet. I don't know.
Oh.
So, but essentially now it's like come over to America, like Whoopi Goldberg announced she's doing it. It's essentially like women are cutting off sex from men.
They're lesbians now.
That's funny.
Like, I don't know what I saw like somebody said like, oh yeah, like no sex with men until we get our rights back. But here's the thing, most women doing this, like you weren't having sex with many men before you joined this,
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't see this working for you. Like Whoopi Goldberg, I don't think men are super upset that they lost your shot with you,
You can't even get pregnant, you old wench. Like, what are you talking
Hasn't
about?
she been an open lesbian for like 30 years?
No, she was married. She's got kids.
She's married. Where do you think Goldberg came from? You think her original last name is Goldberg?
I thought it was a stage name.
I think it is a stage name.
That's her married last name.
I think she's got like a super white real name.
I thought she did it so she'd sound like she'd fit in Hollywood.
Probably.
Yes, but that's also why she married the Jewish man.
Her real name
They
is
were together for a while.
her real name is Karen Elaine Johnson.
Yeah.
So,
Which, to be fair, Karen Fitz.
Yeah, for real. So yeah, I don't think. I mean, I'm not going to speak for Charlie. I don't see her joining that movement anytime soon.
No. I'm not also a fucking retard that doesn't use birth control, so.
Not going to read this one, but
Okay.
good lord, people.
At least they were kind enough to not say the.
Yeah. Next one. Knowing a relationship is done, but the other person lacks the balls to say it.
Ooh,
Every
yeah.
relationship I've ever been in.
I feel like that's bad because not only does it ruin your day, but it ruins the next day and the next day and the next day.
A few weeks. But it's always nice for me. I lose a few pounds, then I feel better, I look better, and I'm like, you know what? Thanks for that. In the end run, I look better.
You get your hate body on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always nice because like I don't have to do anything for it.
Right.
So like working out or dieting, I just have no appetite.
Right.
It comes naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Comes naturally.
Here we go. When the fart breaks your trust.
Few of you guys today.
Yeah. I feel like it's not only a guy problem. I mean, I'm sure
I was
women.
gonna say it's that Taco Bell '90s menu. I think.
Maybe Taco Bell doesn't really do that to me.
Me neither. Some people say that. I'm like, man, it sucks to have a weak ass stomach and intestines, man.
What gets me is like, my wife always orders like the same thing for lunch whenever she gets like Mexican food from the place by her work. Choyo pollo. And she'll be like, "Oh, I brought you leftovers." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And I'll take it to work for like lunch the next day. And after I like microwave it, it's just like sitting in grease. And I'm like, okay, like I try to drain as much of it out as I can. I mean, it's delicious, but then I eat it, and then about an hour later, that grease just starts looping up the system. I'm just like, oh, gotta go.
No. You can't microwave food ever. No food is unless it's like a ground beef based.
So this is
Hamburger helper or chili.
So
Like,
it's ground
don't-
chorizo and chicken, choyo pollo, and I
Just
put it
eat
in
it
a tortilla.
cold. Just eat
Ooh,
it.
but then you're eating that solidified grease, like Crisco, unwarmed Crisco. It is delicious though. Same thing with like there is like this local Mexican or like taco place, Tasty Taco, and the tacos are delicious, and they do like the fried tortillas. And the taco meat has like pinto beans mixed in with it and stuff. It's pretty good. After I eat it, I feel like I need a shower. And then, about an hour later, it's like, well, yep, it hit the eject button. Time to go.
Lubed everything
Yeah,
up.
there's this place called El Modelo here. And it's like grease.
Yeah.
Meat.
But stuff like Chipotle, people bitch about Chipotle. I ate Chipotle for lunch today. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, but wasn't there like a thing in like the 2000s where it was making people shit blood?
Oh, I don't know. Do you remember the Pringles, or wasn't Pringles, it was Lay's, the Wow chips?
What?
Like Pringles or Lay's came out with, and I know they still have like their Pringle alternative. But when they first came out, I want to say they're called Wow. Like, and they're made with, like they're healthy. They're fried in like non-hydrogenated vegetable oil or something. But then it came out that the vegetable oil was causing mass accounts of anal leakage. So they had to pull it off the shelves.
Holy shit.
There's a movie with Cameron Diaz and Christina Applegate called
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
what the fuck is that movie
What movie is
called?
that one?
Soy wheat speed oil, apparently.
But it has
According to
Jason
whom?
Bateman in it. He's the brother of the main guy.
Yeah, and it's got what's her name who has MS now?
Yeah, Christina Applegate.
No. It's got the other Selma Blair.
I guess they both have it.
Because Selma Blair, I remember the scene where like she's like going down on that dude and his dick gets stuck in her throat, and they like call the
She's having a
EMS and
piercing. They're like,
yeah.
it's stuck behind her tonsils. Yes.
Oh, what movie? What?
Jason Bateman's character is eating chips, and he's like, those cause anal leakage. And he's like, you cause anal leakage. He's like, no, it says right there on the bag. And he starts like spitting out the chips. Like, what the hell?
God, what was that movie?
But it was like
called?
the fat free. Like,
yeah, that's what
fats.
these were supposed to be. Like, there's no trans fats.
Yeah.
And then they just made
Causes anal leakage. So I wonder if that was any like related somehow.
Was it In Her Shoes? No, not In Her Shoes.
No, like next to something about
The Sweetest Thing.
The Sweetest Thing. That's it.
Cameron Diaz, Thomas Jane, Christina Applegate. Yeah, Jason Bateman. Yeah, Selma Blair. Yeah, that was a fun movie.
Fuck grandma.
2002. So,
That was some time ago.
that was some time ago.
That's a
funny movie. And there's that part where like Christina Applegate's like they're driving like Cameron Diaz is Christina Applegate's driving and Cameron Diaz is like trying to grab something that like fell in the wheel or in the like the footwell and there's like a biker next to him and it looks like Cameron Diaz is like going down on Christina Applegate while she's driving. So this biker's like going nuts, and Christina Applegate's like playing it up, like oh, and then he ends up like hitting a roadside or something like that. And she's like, oh god.
Shit.
And Cameron Diaz's like, what? She's like, nothing.
And then he gets up and he's like, woo.
Yeah.
So like he didn't die, but he definitely yes. That fucking movie. There's so many scenes in it, and there's like an extended cut or a unrated version or something like that.
Woom says trans fat started the B4 or the 4B thing. So
I had to go to all messages to see that comment. I guess because he said trans. It's just about trans fats.
Trans fats are people too.
They don't cause anal leakage.
Yeah. I like my fats non-binary. Or binary, I guess.
Fuck.
We got binary fats. We got non-binary fats.
Yeah.
That's the movie. The chick takes the dress to the dry cleaners and has a dry load on it. That does happen.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. And then, like, her childhood nun teacher comes in.
Yeah, that was back when they made like raunchy comedies. I'll have to rewatch that. That one was pretty funny.
Charlie's fucking dying.
I just completely forgot. Well, just like the way Ruben said it. That's the movie where the chick takes a dress and a dry cleaner. It has a dry load on it.
It is. It is that movie.
Sorry. I'm also fighting getting sick, and I took 3 shots of Jaeger.
Oh, Jaeger.
God damn.
Go kicking it back to the old school, huh? With the Jaeger.
I'm feeling straight up retarded.
Is the
Got
Jaeger
that German cough syrup.
Do you keep your Jaeger in the freezer at least?
No.
Oh,
I
warm
completely
Jaeger.
forgot I even had it. It's been on my liquor cabinet for a couple of years. Since like
A couple of years.
Probably since like 2016, I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe 2015.
Yeah, that's a couple years.
Yeah.
But it wasn't open, so I'm like, it's fine.
Charlie's robo tripping off of expired Jägermeister.
But seriously, okay, if y'all can ever find these Sonic hard beverages, these things fucking rock. I'm not gonna lie. I never would have tried them, but the other weekend Roman was here and he was like, let's get these. And I was like, okay. This lemon berry tastes like a fucking Skittles. It's so fucking good.
Okay.
And then they have the cherry limeade. It tastes literally exactly like the cherry limeades from Sonic. They have a mango. It kind of mango's not like that great,
I'm
but
a big mango guy.
1 gram of sugar, 1 gram of added sugar, and that's fucking it. And these are probably the best seltzers I've ever tasted.
Well, there you go. Got Charlie's endorsement.
They're really fucking
Ruben said plus points for DCB for doing Jaeger. I haven't had Jaeger in a long time.
Yeah, I did do it last. I did do it before the last week's podcast too, because I was like, I need shots of fucking something. What do I have? And I was like, oh god.
But like back in like
Jaeger.
back in like college, like Jaeger
They're
bombs.
5%, Ruben. They're 5%. Sorry.
Back in college, like Jaeger bombs, because that my new haircut came out, and it was like also Jersey Shore. We're just doing fucking Jaeger bombs all the time.
Good lord.
To the point
What are
where
those with? What?
Red Bull.
Like, okay. Because I had them with that NOS
ugh.
energy.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. That was the only time Jaeger was okay. But I've never drank the NOS by itself. But with the Jaeger, I was like,
Yeah. Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs.
It's a lot more caffeine.
To the point where we did so many Jaeger bombs, like my buddy would just like text me and be like, we planning an aerial assault tonight. I was like, yes, we are. It meant we're doing Jaeger bombs. One time I thought my heart was going to explode from doing so many of them.
Jessica,
Doing a
you were
Berlin
right.
airlift.
The new hard AFs with the green apple are absolutely fucking amazing. Ross had told us that like they use Jolly Rancher flavors, so they literally taste like Jolly Ranchers. They are so good. However, my grocery store does not carry them,
Oh no.
so I got the Sonic.
I can't even get them shipped here, so.
Yeah. Well,
But the new ones are like insanely better than what they've had.
God damn it.
Jessica in the chat.
Both of them.
I know. Grape nos. Ugh.
It's like strawberry ice cream, apparently, according to my great grandparents.
I heard that one before.
What? Okay. Let's go to the next question.
Yep. Catching your toe on the coffee table. You can't decide if you want to just lay down and cry or throw the table out the window.
Cut your foot off.
Ruin your whole fucking day, though. These people don't know what ruining your fucking day means, man.
I will say
10 minutes.
Yeah.
that does suck though.
And these other ones are just kind of like it ruins your moment,
Yeah.
not your whole fucking day.
That does suck.
Unless you do it so bad that like it just hurts to walk, and anytime you move your toe, like
Unless
Yeah.
you break your toe.
I'm pretty sure I've like broken my pinky toe doing that before, and the day kind of sucked.
It's definitely possible. So that's understandable. But if like you really just hit it and it's totally fine.
Or does anybody remember having like the metal bed frames? You cut the corner of the bed a little too much and rock your shin on the metal bed frame. That sucks.
No, not my shin. I would hit my toes on them and like that hurt. But
And I have a very sharp coffee table.
yeah, that and like the corner of my bed, because my bed has like the drawers, and so the corners of it are pretty high. I've gotten many a bruise on my thigh because of that shit. But like,
Womb just added one in the chat. I'm pregnant will ruin your day.
you would know.
Yeah, you would know. When you bring your lady back after a sexy date night, only for her to get the bubble guts from the sushi. I mean, that'll ruin your night for sure.
I mean, after she's done, it should be fine, right?
I don't know. If you've got some serious bubble guts, or you wanted to have sexy time after that,
Why not?
sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Once it's over, it's over.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess if you're comfortable.
Ruben, having to put your dog down and ruin your day, is that bad enough for you, DCB? No, because that just means your dog OD'd, and that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, my dog, when we put him down, granted, it was sad. Those last couple seconds looked like he was feeling pretty good. He was just kind of like wandering around with his tongue hanging out.
Right? Like, I had to do that with my Great Dane. She was fucking paralyzed from the waist back. She couldn't use her back and legs anymore. And so I was like, "So what is this?" And they were like, "It's anesthesia." And I was like, "Just give her a big fat overdose. She's going out like Michael Jackson, pretty much."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll be able to say my dog died from an overdose. Yeah. Fucking cool, man. No, but I also grew up on a fucking ranch where animals died all the fucking time. It's a part of life. Like, yes, it hurts, but you know they only live a finite amount of time. So, like, I'm sorry. You won't get any empathy from me.
Especially Great Danes. They don't live very long.
She was 11 years old.
Whoa. That's like
She
a
was the
record for a
second
Great.
longest Great Dane that the vet had seen. So she did live for a long time. She was an outside dog. That's another thing. People are like, dogs don't belong outside. Shut your stupid fucking mouth. They'd rather be outside than being with you. I fucking promise that. Once
Oh, they
again,
have so much fun outside. They
I
fucking
grew
dig
up in the
holes.
country. Like, it's a different kind of life. If you live up in the fucking suburbs and shit like that, like, yeah, you can't have that. But that's not how I was raised. And I do not have a dog here because of that. I have a fucking cat, but I do let the cat outside in the backyard. But no, like, I grew up with my cats dying all the time, dogs dying. My fucking neighbors would shoot dogs. Dogs died, or sometimes they didn't die. You had to take them to the vet. Like, no, man, you're not gonna get me on that shit whatsoever. I had my lab Belle. She was poisoned. She was a hunting dog. Got poisoned going into plants while they were hunting. She had to get part of her tongue cut off, and then we got her after that. Our neighbor shot her because he thought she was another dog that was fighting his. That was a chocolate lab, and then but he paid for her surgery, and then she died of old age. Like, no,
Yeah.
you're not gonna fucking get me with that shit.
All right. Change the subject. Coming home on Friday, only to find a long to-do list for the weekend. Sounds like a married guy.
Yeah.
But that does suck when it's like, oh man, know what I'm going to do this weekend? Absolutely nothing. It's like, oh, correction. You're actually going to do all this shit. It's like, oh, god damn it. Waking up to find that you're out of coffee.
Oh.
Once again, ruin your whole fucking day though. Like once again, like ruin the moment.
Let's go to Starbucks.
I was supposed to say, like, you can just
Maybe the closest Starbucks to him is like 60 miles, you know?
We live in a day and age where you can get coffee delivered to your front door by a grocery store. Even.
We don't know where this
well,
person
that
lives.
or like the place. What fucking place do you work where they don't have coffee there? Like even if it's shit, like just fucking drink it and get over it. At least you get the caffeine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like what?
Where I work,
What do you-
every once in a while, like I drink the coffee at work. And I just like pretty much just like chug it. Like, oh, it's so bad. It tastes like nickels.
Right.
Oh, God, it's terrible.
That bagged bullshit from fucking.
Who knows where they get it? Whatever it is and wherever they get it from, it's the cheapest coffee at the cheapest store. Or it's like it probably comes from like the same people that do our vending machines or something, you know? Like it's just like, it's like swept, like coffee grounds that are swept off the like Folgers factory floor and they just bag it and sell it for like 9 cents a pound or something. Like it's bad. When your girl confronts you about your side chick.
I mean, I can see how that ruining your fucking day.
Yeah, that'd be rough. We'll have to get an expert in on that one. See what that one's like.
Yeah. I feel like we can find the source.
I know. Now, Charlie, when you have to confront your guy about his side chick, does it ruin your day?
I would say so.
Yeah. The inverse of that. Everybody's day is ruined after that.
Right.
Except for maybe the side chick. I don't know what her day's like.
There was one I got to confront, and this is the last time, and she was just a real dumb bitch about it.
Did you punch her?
No.
No.
I thought about curb stomping her. But, like, I looked at her, I looked at the curb, looked at her again, looked at the curb again.
You didn't want to do the curb dirty like that?
I was like, nah, I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, I like these shoes.
She's just fucking.
So Charlie curb stomped her, and then she went to jail and became not a racist, and then came back and tried to rehabilitate her racist brother who dies in the bathroom.
Nah.
Waking up the next morning and reading all of those drunk texts you sent. Yeah.
That's good.
The next morning clarity can be pretty rough. Just like, oh, god damn it.
At least I know drunk me has enough like knowledge to delete shit that I've already sent. Like, no, just fucking delete it now before they see it. Like, you sent it, but you can still delete it.
Oh yeah. Trust me. Like, in my age, I've learned there's just like times where like, yeah, I just like probably just don't need my phone right now, so I'll just like put the phone away. Kind of thing. Like, yeah, no good's gonna come from me talking to anybody in this state right now.
Right.
It's like a breathalyzer.
There should be.
That's why.
Wasn't that an idea on that movie where Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson go to Google to be interns? Where you have to like, it wasn't a breathalyzer, but it was like an anti-drunk texting thing where like after 9 o'clock you have to answer these like kind of like fifth grade-ish questions for your phone to unlock so you don't drunk text people.
That's why I started taking videos on my phone. Like, I'm not going to send this to anybody. I'll just have it on my own phone. No one will ever see this. It'll be fine. Until I wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh, I can't fucking watch this. But I'm glad no one else knows.
You should keep those and just one day publish them.
Oh, no. Or like the group chats get to see it because I have no shame there.
Right.
Like, I don't fucking care. Y'all can see me being fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah, that was kind of like me when I went to Nashville with Drinking Bros. I woke up the next morning on an air mattress of all things, and was like, "Why do I have an 8-minute video on my phone?" And I like watched it. It was we were at some bar, like I think it's called like Tootsie's in Nashville, and there was an all-female Queen cover band. And I guess I thought it'd be an awesome idea to just like videotape the entire Bohemian Rhapsody. And like at one point, like I was up on the stage, like getting crowd pumped, but I was just super drunk. I think at one point I was dry humping Last Row Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
oh, that video.
I was like, oh God.
I've heard about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I learned like I need to start behaving better in public.
No one knows you're in Nashville. Who gives a fuck?
Nash Vegas, baby.
Last Row still won't return my calls.
Do you want them to?
Yeah, sometimes. Scott's pretty cool. Being constipated.
Yep. That's what doing too many fucking narcotics gets you.
Yeah, I can't remember a time I was ever like really constipated, but I know people that deal with it, and it sounds like very uncomfortable and frustrating. It will ruin your day.
Get a fucking enema, man, and do what you gotta do.
I know somebody one time who was like so constipated, they took like 3 times the recommended dose of milk of magnesia.
Oh my God.
Like halfway through the day, they're like, "This is so much worse."
So might as well just taking fucking magnesium citrate, man.
They're like, "This is so much worse. I'd rather."
But seriously, if you're ever in that problem, because I had to do that shit after I had my boobs done. I was taking a lot of hydrocodone and shit like that because that never happened before. But it happened then, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then I found out the hard way. Ha ha ha. Opiates will do that. Man, just fucking go to the store and get yourself an enema and just fucking shoot your brains out. It's
Yeah.
real quick. It happens that fucking fast.
Yeah.
You're not fucking yourself over the entire day.
Great way to drop a few lbs, you know.
Of poop. But like, oh my gosh, just don't.
Colon cleanse.
Yeah, don't take mag sit. Don't take fucking milk of magnesia. Just get a fucking enema. And flush your fucking intestines out. man.
Womb, the night of
Don't
1,000 waterfalls.
do that to yourself. Seriously.
All right, next one. People.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair. Can't live with them. Can't live without them, for the most part.
I can live with them digitally. That's been going pretty well.
Yeah. In quotes, my mom is coming in for the weekend. Yeah. They'll change your mood real quick.
That's a good one.
A couple more. People who are not humble.
That's why you have to humble them yourself.
Yeah, just Mike Tyson smacked that bitch.
Not physically. You verbally assault them. You verbally spank them is how I like to put it.
But yeah, like braggadocious people can get on your last nerve real fast. Oh.
Unless they actually can like brag about shit, and that's when you just manipulate them and use them for your own will.
Yes, of course. Frowny face. When I forget that it's Thursday and I miss Nooner Nation podcast.
Oh, how fucking dare you forget us?
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
Which, by the way, Axe Crocker 88's in the live chat. I think this is the first time for him. So welcome to the chat, buddy.
I don't think it is, but
I thought he said during RPR today he's never been on the live chat. So I don't know. We'll see.
what?
It was not. I stand corrected.
Because I could have sworn I've seen that before, but I could be wrong.
Mayhaps. Mayhaps. We're in so many live
I
chats
have
every
the
day.
worst memory.
The Fed. Are you talking about like the federal government, the Federal Reserve?
They're talking about Elijah.
It is their first time.
Well,
Well,
welcome.
thank you for joining us. I hope you're enjoying it.
Just wait till one of the episodes where we get to really fucked up stuff. Go back and
No,
watch
you
all the
like
backlogs.
this.
Go watch like the confession ones. They get pretty juicy. Or probably my favorite one of these answers I think ever. Not to derail us, but was I think it was like embarrassing sex stuff, and the dude that got the girl shoved her panties in his mouth, and then they had to spend an hour picking the lace of her panties out of his braces. I don't think I've ever seen Charlie laugh as hard as when
that shit was so fucking great.
Can you imagine? Just like I can just like because he's had braces, so I'm assuming like late high school, maybe early college. Like, oh man, this girl's a freak, stuffing her panties in my mouth. Next thing you know, you're gonna pull them out, like, ow, 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 ow. Like, what's wrong? Like, they're stuck in my braces. They're stuck in my braces. They're stuck in my braces. You gotta like sit there, like, oh, no.
Yeah, like, oh god.
Because you can't just rip them out, because you know the braces are coming with them.
Was it confessions? I was running up the stairs like a horse.
Oh yeah, going full horsey. The confession where the guy's like, what was it like? Things you do when you're alone or something? Or no, it's just confessions. It's like when I'm alone in the house, I run up the stairs on all fours like a horse. There's actually a T-shirt on the website going full horsey.
Yes, I was about to like yes, that one is one of the best ones for sure. Because it's just like, who the fuck doesn't though? Especially depending on the stare. How can you not at least have like a
Oh,
thought of like just?
I guarantee you, anybody listening to that episode and they have stairs,
Who had stairs?
they
Definitely.
went up full horsey when nobody's watching.
Shit, I wouldn't wait for the family to be gone. I do it all the time. Like, you aren't gonna fucking take this away from me. But then again, there is like a sense of satisfaction doing it when you're by yourself too.
I haven't Womb and Jeep and Justin. I haven't skipped any. Other than the bot ones, but they like it shows that it's a bot one. The only one I like kind of skipped, I showed to the camera.
Unless we haven't got to it yet.
Yeah, we might not have got to it yet.
Chill, people.
Having someone come hang for the weekend who then leaves the next day without saying anything.
This fucking Irish goodbye.
Yeah. I can see that. Like you got
You
got
not
somebody.
even a thanks for the fuck. Just
Bro, I could just see like if like I had a friend coming over for the weekend.
No, just a friend. Like, you didn't fuck him. Like, it was just a straight up friend.
Yeah, you're like
God,
you got
that
like
hurts way more than like a hookup.
you got like plans for the weekend. And they're like, well, I'm out of here. Bye. You're like, oh, well, fuck.
It's like, where'd you go? Oh, I went home.
I thought we had that would hurt way more than a
Oh, yeah.
fucking hookup. Like, I
Oh, a
thought
one
we
night
were
stand. If a
hanging
one night
out.
stand leaves without saying anything, like probably for the better,
That makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
But yeah, if somebody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come hang out with you for the weekend," and then just like after the first night, just leaves, like dips out. You're like, "Oh, what the
Because
fuck?"
your fucking friend, they're just gone. What the fuck?
Yeah, that'd ruin your day.
I mean, especially if you don't see them often. Like, if you see them often, like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't, and they just fucking go.
Or imagine if they're like from out of town, like they flew in to see you for the weekend, and then they're just gone after the first night. Like, where'd you go? I was like, "Oh, I got a hotel." Like, huh?
Right. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Or you
go.
go camping with someone and they're just gone when you wake up the next day.
That'd be terrifying.
Oh, that would be so much worse. Oh, that would hurt so bad. Oh man.
You'd spend like the next 6 hours like Blair Witching it through the woods. Like, where is he? Where'd he go?
Just like call them. It's like, where are you? Just like, oh, you were asleep, so I just left.
Huh?
I just fucking left, man.
Next one.
Oh, that'd be rough.
Bill hating pickles. I feel like that enlightens most people's day as opposed to ruins it.
I got fried pickles the other day. Oh my god.
Oh, I was at a hockey game,
You're so good.
or actually, I was at my kid's hockey practice on Monday, and this woman sitting next to me went to the concession stand and got one of those like packaged jumbo pickles.
Yep.
Like, oh, she's just like eating it.
She ate the whole thing.
She did eat the whole thing.
It was a big fucking pickle.
I know. I was like, oh my god. I don't even like have a size comparison to it. It's just like a big pickled dildo. She's just gnawing on. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Like, have some.
Comes in like all that fucking juice and shit too.
Oh yeah. Then she like drank the juice out of the package. I was like, God, have some dignity, woman.
Is it like a garlic Joe or something
I have,
too?
I have no fucking idea. I couldn't hardly see. I couldn't watch.
So ridiculous. I couldn't even watch it.
He's just ah.
So like I said, like I've been fighting off a sickness. I woke up 2 days ago and my throat was kind of sore, and I forgot like gargling with salt water, that always helps. And I was like, what about drinking pickle juice? This brine water.
Did it help?
It did.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it helped.
So I was like, I don't want to fuck with the salt, getting the salt water ready. Just drink fucking pickle juice.
Mm-hmm. Or like Jimmy John's now has that. I think it's Jimmy John's has like the sandwich. It's just
They've had that for a long time. I don't know why people are just now being like, oh my god, they have this. Like I had that years ago. It's always been a thing. Like,
to be
people-
fair, I'm more accepting of that than people putting pickles on their sandwich. If you want pickles on your sandwich, you just want pickles. Now you're having the pickles, but with the sandwich in between the pickle.
Interesting.
Full back bikini bottoms. I feel you.
I was supposed to say, was that your own?
That was not mine. I don't ever submit into this thing. So yeah, yep. Whoever submitted that must be Womb Raider, because we're simpatico on that one. Fullback bikini bottoms are for children. If somebody's wearing one that you don't like the way it looks, or like wearing a thong bikini you don't like the way it looks, just look away. Let them live their lives.
If you're like at a place around with children, it's a bit weird.
You can still go a little cheeky. Not full diaper.
Full thong, like, my goodness.
This is Donald Trump's America, okay? You can wear what you want. Fuck them kids.
It sounds like Joe Biden's America.
yeah, kind of. You mean Kamala Harris's America? Last one. Getting a property tax bill.
You hit too hard.
Yeah.
I'm in Texas. You hit way too hard, man.
Were property taxes high in Texas?
They're like the highest.
Or are they?
The highest.
Well, that's
like
what
40% or something.
We don't have a state tax either.
Right.
So, like, they're gonna get their fucking money.
Well, that's
somewhere.
what, like, when I lived in North Carolina, like, I think Tennessee, what was it? Like, they didn't have property tax. People were like, there's no property taxes in Tennessee. And it was like, but their like state sales tax was like 11% or something. It's like, oh, they're getting their money either way. You know,
Ooh.
They're gonna get their money. Upgrade gonna get his money.
Mm-hmm. Well, Texas went a few years. It's been over 5 years ago now, but they went for a state tax thing. And I was like, if they pass the state tax, they're going to legalize marijuana because that's the only reason they would do it. Because they're going to make money on it. And if it doesn't go, then they're not going to legalize marijuana because they don't have any fucking incentive to do that. So, and it didn't go, and they didn't legalize it. So I'm like, yep, that's the only fucking way they'll do it is if they get fucking money from it. But if not, then they don't give a fuck. It is what it is, baby.
Womb said cider pickle underwear is a great gift idea for Bill.
What the fuck?
Is that a thing? Sounds disturbing and messy.
I had like, what is it, like the candy,
So they have like the fruit roll up underwear.
Yeah.
There's that, but then there's also like I remember like this girl I was dating went to like Spencer's back in the day and got like candy underwear, and it was literally like candy necklace stuff.
Oh yeah.
But like beat it into underwear.
Yeah.
Like my teenage brain's like this
that
is
the bra.
Yeah. My teenage brain was like, ooh, that's hot. And then like 4 bites into it, it was just like a sticky mess. I was like, not so hot. So that's all we got for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So again, like we said at the top of the show, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, go to 5-star or go to Spotify, leave a 5-star. And I think that's it. Charlie, I hope you get to feeling better. Or I hope you don't get to feeling worse, I suppose. You're fighting off the sickness.
I thought it was his allergies, but it's like, you bitch.
Yeah, I've had like this weird like chest cold for like a week. Kind of sucks. But my kids have all been sick. My wife's been sick. A lot of people have been sick. So must just be going around. Probably just COVID. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Beat it once, I can beat it again. So, anyways, for Charlie, for Jake, I am Bill.